Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and special greeting to our respectful supervisor, Dr. Ahmad Ridwan bin Abdullah and our examiner, Dr. Nur Mariana binti Muhammad Din. My name is Muhammad Shazan Ashraf bin Muhammad Razib and my matric number is A21B3299. I'm from group 48. And these are my friends from group 48. The first is Nurul Ain Natasha binti Isham. Next is Tivia Barati, daughter of Selvan. And the last one is Nur Susani binti Muhammad Sulaiman. Today, my group would like to present about factor of student readiness to invest in social impact investment. Now, we go to the introduction. Nowadays, many humans want to be successful people. Because of that, they're always thinking about how to grow their money. Yes, one of the way is through investment. According to Hashim et al. 2016, investment refer to the act of setting aside money in the present with the aim of accumulating more money in the future. And according to Subramaniam et al. 2012, investment activity have the potential to yield significant profit despite the presence of considerable risk. Therefore, it is clear that these two researchers agree that investment is the key to growing money. However, there is a better alternative to growing money and contributing benefit, which is through social impact investment. Rosenman 2023 defines social impact investing as a concept where investors seek profit by making investment in program or initiative that generate good environmental or social benefit for society. Wilson et al. 2015, on the other hand, defines social impact investment as the provision of financial resources to organizations that specifically target social need with the expectation of measurable social and financial results. Considering that our country is experiencing some social problem, such as the problem of river pollution and also poverty, therefore, we should help the government to curb this problem by investing money in social impact investment, which can benefit us and also the society in this country.
Hi, I am Nurul Ain Natasha binti Isham. Will continue for problem statement part. In this research, there are three factors that influence the student readiness to invest in social impact investment. So, let's take a look one by one. Firstly, awareness refers to the depth of mindfulness and insight that students have regarding the societal and environmental consequences of their investment choices. Students who exhibit awareness toward the aspect are more inclined to prioritize investment that align with the principles. Next, students with different perspectives may approach social impact investing in varying ways, with some emphasizing environmental sustainability, others focusing on social justice, and some considering mix of different factors. Lastly, is nurturing educational environment, which encourage critical thinking, ethical decision making, and a sense of social responsibility in students to establishing a strong foundation for active engagement in the field of impactful finance.
Hi, Assalamualaikum. My name is Susani binti Muhammad Sulaiman and my matric number is A22B0020. Now I'll be presenting you about research question and also research objective. So for the first one, we'll talk about research question 1, which is to what extent students' attitude affects students' intention to invest in social impactful investment that known as SIIS. Next is the research question 2. Does expectation of investment impact influence students' intention to invest in SIIS? Lastly is research question 3. Does subjective norms affect students' intention to invest in SIIS? Next, we go to the research objective 1. To examine the extent to which attitude affects students' intention to invest in SIIS. And the research objective 2, which is to evaluate the influence of the expectation of investment impact on students' intention to invest in SIIS. Lastly is research objective 3, to determine the effect of subjective norms on students' intention to invest in SIIS. Next, we will talk about the scope of the study and the significance of the study. So for the first one is the scope of the study, which is the study will assess the level of awareness and understanding students have about social impact investment. This includes their knowledge about the societal and environmental consequence of their investment choices. In this study, by using theory of reasoned action, which is TRA, the researcher will identify the attitude, subjective norm, and expectation of investment impact on students' readiness to invest in social impact investment. Next is the significance of the study. This research emphasizes the significance of the educating students about sustainable and ethical investing. By identifying factors that influence students' likelihood to invest in social impact programs, education institutions can modify their curriculum to encourage understanding about and trust it in the sector. Providing students with their knowledge and skills to participate in social impact investing boards to financial literacy and enables them to make an informed investment decision aligned with their values. Ultimately, promoting student participants in social impact investment can contribute to achieving a larger societal goals of sustainability, encouraging positive change and laying the foundation for a more just and equitable future.
Good day everyone, my name is Divya Bharati Selvan and my metric number is 821B3475. Next, I'm going to present about definition of term. Investment knowledge is a knowledge positively influence the investment interest by Kardik Yuni Utami et al. 2022. Then social influence about the influence that the social factors and other individual of one person's behavior and judgment by Isabella Poggi 2022. Next, motivation is a drive to take action in investing by Agusti Bagus, Yoshia Vishwakusuma et al. 2023. Followed by technological advancements in investment lead to the increased sales and reduce expenses and improve productivity by Neha Kobraroy et al. 2020. Finally, intention to invest increasingly focus on socially responsible investment SRI motivates where the investors seeks to align their financial goals with ethical and sustainable practices by Afaful Uma et al. 2021. The next part is organizations of the proposal. The first chapter provides a comprehensive overview of the study, including an introduction, conceptual background, and problem statement. The second chapter provides a comprehensive review of the literature, examining previous studies, the theoretical introduction, underlying theory, hypothesis, conceptual framework, and conclusion. Thus, the chapter details about the research methodologies, including design, data collection, population, sample size, sampling methods, instrument development, variable measurement, and data analysis techniques. Chapter 4 primarily focuses on the data analysis, preliminary examination, descriptive statistics, presentation, reliability, and normality evaluation and hypothesis testing. The chapter 5 provides a truth analysis of the main findings and their implications.
Next, we go to the underpinning theory. The first is the theory of reasoned action or TRA. TRA was formulated by Martin Fishbein and Isaac Eisen in 1975. The main purpose of TRA is to predict individual behavior by analyzing their current attitude and behavioral intention. Furthermore, TRA specifically examines various elements that influence an individual tendency to engage in certain behavior. This tendency ultimately determines whether or not the behavior will actually occur. This theory consists of two elements, which is attitude and subjective norm. Other than that is expectancy value theory or EVT. EVT was first introduced by Atkinson in 1964, which was later expanded and applied in the field of educational psychology. EVT is a leading theory in motivational psychology that explains how individuals make decisions to participate in activity, taking into account the expected likelihood of success and the importance they attribute to the outcome of the activity. The elements used in EVT are only two, which is expectation and value. Both of these elements are influenced by motivation. Therefore, in this research, we would like to use TRA and EVT theory to determine the potential impact of this theory on student readiness in the social impact investment.
Next, we will talk about previous studies. So this is for the first one, which is attitude. Attitude significantly influence students' social investment across various dimensions, including academic achievement, social emotional learning, financial disposition, and the role of educators. An optimistic look enhance the academic performance with students who have value academic success for its benefits more likely to invest effort and persist to their studies, said Solpuk 2017. Social emotional programs improve social awareness, self-control, and self-esteem while reducing social isolation and also anxiety, particularly benefiting the confidence initially in lower competence, said Solhyo 2015. Financial attitudes mediate the relationship between economical education and investment intention, with economic education significantly impacting both, who Sarwono 2020 has been said. Educators plays a crucial role in fostering positive social attitudes, contributing to student overall social, which is development and competency. Next is the expectation of the social impact. The expectation of students to invest in social responsibility investment instrument is influenced by a complex interplay of financial, psychological, and social factors. Recent studies have identified key influences such as expected returns, technological advancement, self-efficiency, specific risks, subjective norms, investment attitude, and internal encouragement. UMA 2021 has found that returns and technological advancement directly impact invest intention, while Bustami also 2021 also has highlighted the positive impact of expected returns on interest on Islamic stocks. Meanwhile, Liura 2022 emphasized the significance of expected returns, self-efficiency, specific risks, subjective norms, and investment attitude for that. Less Study 2020 has underscored the importance of the internal encouragement and social motive. So these findings align with the theory of the resonant action, which is TRA, and known as also expected value theory, providing a framework for understanding how perceived financial returns and the importance of the social responsibility shape students' investment intention skills. Lastly is the subjective norms. Kumari and Pallavi 2023 found that students have limited knowledge of emerging investment opportunities like socially responsible investing (SRI). Which is to address this, Ilham 2022 emphasized the importance of educating students about fraudulent investment to protect them from potential risks. Sleepy also noted that the theory of the resonant action TRA is a concept that reference power are relevant to SRI education. So we know that there is a need to improve financial education for students, especially around newer investment options like SRI and avoiding scams. Applying these behavioral theories like TRA can help make SRI education more effective. Providing students with this knowledge is crucial to empower them to make informed investment decisions and also avoid pitfalls as they navigate the evolving financial landscape.
Followed by hypothesis statement. The first hypothesis is that attitudes have the relationship on the student readiness to invest in social impact investment. Second hypothesis is the expectations of outcome as the relationship on students' readiness to invest in social impact investments. Third hypothesis is subjective norms have the relationship on the students' readiness to invest in social impact investments. The fourth hypothesis is behavior intentions as a relationship on the students' readiness to invest in social impact investments.
Next, for conceptual framework, all of us agree to choose three concepts that are suitable for this study, which are attitudes, expectation of investment impact, and the subjective norms. These three concepts leads to the behavioral intention. Based on the figure given, it is grounded in the theory of reasoning action or TRA and expectancy value theory, which analyzing the connection between the autonomous and outcome variables of the theoretical framework.
Lastly is Chapter 3, which is about research methodology. In this chapter, it outlines the research methodologies that have been used in this study. It focuses on how the data was collected, analyzed, and interpreted to meet the study goals and addresses the concerns. The choice of the demography and data collection challenges the influences the research approach and the design. The importance of the finding also impacted the selection of the research technique. It also examines the research methodology, including the data analysis, method use, and rationale behind the chosen methods. It describes the methodologies and the overall research process that apply it in this analysis. Next is about the study population, which is for this research, it will be students in this Malaysia who are interested in social impact investing. There are about 5.05 million students in Malaysia. The sources is for Malay Mail. So this figure comes from a news report in March 2024. It represents the most recent estimate available. Thank you.
Following by statistical data analysis, data process and data analysis. The data was analyzed using statistical package for social sciences, which is known as SPSS, a widely used software for complex quantitative analysis due to its user-friendly interface. Descriptive analysis. This study uses descriptive analysis to summarize survey data focusing on distributions, central tendency, and dispersions of variables like age, gender, income, and academic year.
Next, we go to the data reliability. The data reliability test is carried out to ensure that the data used in the study meet the reliability level to obtain an accurate analysis. For data reliability testing, we use Cronbach alpha table as a guide. In a practical context, Cronbach alpha value range from 0 to 1, with higher value indicating better internal consistency. In general, Cronbach alpha value above 0.7 are considered as acceptable, while below 0.5 is unacceptable. In addition, we also use the Spearman correlation table to help our research. Spearman correlation coefficient is a statistical metric that measures the magnitude and direction of a linear relationship between two continuous variables. Spearman correlation was used to evaluate statistical hypotheses. The Spearman correlation value range between -1 and +1. If the Spearman correlation shows a number of +1, then the variable has a perfect positive correlation. If -1, then the variable used has a perfect negative relationship.
We will move to the research instrument development. Research instruments are crucial for accurate data collection and assessment as they accurately represent the phenomena being investigated. In our study, we use a questionnaire design and activities to acquire information from students interested and readiness in social impact investing. The questionnaire divided into 3 parts, which is Part A, Part B, and Part C. Part A contains demographic question, which consists 7 questions such as age, gender, educational level, and others. For Part B, it is evaluates IV or independent variable that associated with challenges using 4-point scale to measure respondent agreement or disagreement. In Part B, the questions are aligned with our conceptual framework, which are 4 questions about attitude concept. Example, information on social impact, investment is sufficiency and easy to understand. There are also 4 questions about expectation of investment impact. Example like, I am confident in my ability to engage in social impact investing. Lastly, 4 questions about subjective norms. Example like, friends and family think that I should invest in social impact investment. Next is Part C that focus on the DV or dependent variable, which is student readiness to invest in social impact investments. This part likewise use the 5-point Likert scale approach for data collecting. Question for this part have 3 questions only. Example like investing in social impact, investment grow up my saving. Finally, from all chapter 1 until chapter 3, we can conclude that this study outlines data collection and analysis techniques for precise research outcomes. Moreover, it emphasizes the importance of diverse methodology to ensure authenticity, reliability, and relevance of the research. It is also provide a guide for us to select appropriate strategies, ensuring accuracy, relevance, and the ability to address the researcher questions and objective. Lastly, we would like to say thank you to our supervisor, Dr. Ahmad Ridwan, willingly to spend time to help us in completing our study. Without him, we will not be able to finish this research. Not to forget, we also want to thank Dr. Normariana, our examiner, for evaluating and give marks to us. So, that's all from our group. Thank you.